Welcome to part 21 of this English vocabulary quiz. You'll hear 25 questions. Take your time, pause whenever you need, and try your best. Let's begin. Question 1. What is the meaning of inherent? Option A. Describing something that is entirely added from an external source. Option B. Having a tendency to be introduced at a later stage of development. Option C. Relating to something that is primarily defined by its temporary and removable nature. Option D. Existing as a permanent essential quality. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of inherent is existing as a permanent essential quality. Example: the inherent risk in the project was acknowledged before any formal commitment was made. Question 2. What is the meaning of residential? Option A. Describing something that is primarily designated for large industrial operations. Option B. Relating to something that is mainly associated with agricultural land use. Option C. Having a tendency to be used exclusively for commercial and retail activity. Option D. Relating to an area used for housing. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of residential is relating to an area used for housing. Example: the council approved a new residential development on the edge of the city. Question 3. What is the meaning of easy? Option A. Achieved without great effort or difficulty. Option B. Having a tendency to present major obstacles to most who attempt it. Option C. Describing something that is highly complex and demands significant expertise. Option D. Relating to something that is primarily characterized by its steep learning curve. Correct answer, option A. The correct meaning of easy is achieved without great effort or difficulty. Example: the new interface was designed to be easy for users with no technical background. Question 4. What is the meaning of economic? Option A. Having a tendency to focus on environmental and ecological processes. Option B. Relating to the economy or financial matters. Option C. Relating to something that is mainly associated with social and psychological behavior. Option D. Describing something that is primarily concerned with cultural or artistic expression. Correct answer, option B. The correct meaning of economic is relating to the economy or financial matters. Example: the government introduced a set of economic reforms to stimulate sustainable growth. Question 5. What is the meaning of final? Option A. Describing something that is positioned at the very beginning of a sequence. Option B. Having a tendency to precede all subsequent stages in a process. Option C. Relating to something that is primarily associated with early planning phases. Option D. Coming at the end or reaching a conclusion. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of final is coming at the end or reaching a conclusion. Example: the committee approved the final version of the proposal after several rounds of revision. Question 6. What is the meaning of foreign? Option A. Relating to something that is primarily found in its place of origin. Option B. Having a tendency to originate exclusively from within a local community. Option C. Belonging to or from another country. Option D. Describing something that is entirely familiar and native to a region. Correct answer, option C. The correct meaning of foreign is belonging to or from another country. Example: The organization sought foreign investment to fund its international expansion plans. Question 7. What is the meaning of unacceptable? Option A. Not satisfactory or not permissible. Option B. Describing something that is widely regarded as fully appropriate. Option C. Relating to something that is primarily considered exemplary and praiseworthy. Option D. Having a tendency to be met with strong approval in most situations. Correct answer, option A. The correct meaning of unacceptable is not satisfactory or not permissible. Example: the committee declared that the standard of work submitted was entirely unacceptable. Question 8. What is the meaning of nervous? Option A. Relating to something that is primarily associated with strong confidence. Option B. Feeling anxious or uneasy about something. Option C. Having a tendency to remain entirely unaffected by pressure or uncertainty. Option D. Describing something that is characterized by complete calm and composure. Correct answer, option B. The correct meaning of nervous is feeling anxious or uneasy about something. Example: the junior staff members were visibly nervous before presenting to the senior board. Question 9. What is the meaning of fellow? Option A. Having a tendency to function independently without any shared connection. Option B. Describing something that is entirely unrelated and from a different category. Option C. Sharing a similar condition or group membership. Option D. Relating to something that is primarily defined by its contrast with others. Correct answer, option C. The correct meaning of fellow is sharing a similar condition or group membership. Example: she introduced her fellow researchers at the beginning of the international conference. Question 10. What is the meaning of rival? Option A. Having a tendency to support and reinforce the efforts of others. Option B. Competing with another for the same goal. Option C. Describing something that is entirely cooperative and working toward a shared aim. Option D. Relating to something that is primarily associated with mutual assistance. Correct answer, option B. The correct meaning of rival is competing with another for the same goal. Example: the rival companies agreed to collaborate on a joint research initiative despite their differences. Question 11. What is the meaning of unexpected? Option A. Relating to something that is primarily characterized by its highly predictable pattern. Option B. Describing something that is always anticipated well in advance. Option C. Not anticipated or predicted to happen. Option D. Having a tendency to occur exactly as predicted in most situations. Correct answer, option C. The correct meaning of unexpected is not anticipated or predicted to happen. Example: the unexpected announcement caused significant disruption to the planned schedule. Question 12. What is the meaning of organic? Option A. Describing something that is primarily manufactured using synthetic industrial compounds. Option B. Relating to something that is mainly characterized by its heavily processed nature. Option C. Having a tendency to rely entirely on artificial processes for production. Option D. Produced without artificial chemicals or growing naturally. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of organic is produced without artificial chemicals or growing naturally. Example: The restaurant committed to sourcing only organic ingredients for all menu items. Question 13. What is the meaning of musical? Option A. Relating to or fond of music. Option B. Having a tendency to focus exclusively on written literary forms. Option C. Describing something that is primarily associated with visual or graphic art. Option D. Relating to something that is mainly concerned with physical movement. Correct answer, option A. The correct meaning of musical is relating to or fond of music. Example: the school introduced a new musical program to develop student performance skills. Question 14. What is the meaning of Southern? Option A. Situated toward or coming from the south. Option B. Relating to something that is primarily associated with polar or Arctic areas. Option C. Describing something that is positioned toward the northern boundary. Option D. Having a tendency to be found in the eastern or western regions. Correct answer, option A. The correct meaning of southern is situated toward or coming from the south. Example: the southern provinces experienced significantly lower rainfall throughout the entire season. Question 15. What is the meaning of percent? Option A. Having a tendency to be expressed through qualitative rather than numerical terms. Option B. Expressed as parts per 100. Option C. Describing something that is measured in absolute and fixed whole units. Option D. Relating to something that is primarily evaluated through comparative rankings. Correct answer, option B. The correct meaning of percent is expressed as parts per 100. Example: the report showed a 12% increase in productivity over the previous quarter. Question 16. What is the meaning of dark? Option A. Lacking light or deeply intense in color. Option B. Having a tendency to reflect large amounts of light from its surface. Option C. Relating to something that is primarily associated with pale and washed-out tones. Option D. Describing something that is characterized by very bright and vivid illumination. Correct answer, option A. The correct meaning of dark is lacking light or deeply intense in color. Example: the investigator entered the dark corridor carefully before locating the concealed documents. Question 17. What is the meaning of current? Option A. Describing something that is firmly rooted in the distant historical past. Option B. Happening or existing at the present time. Option C. Having a tendency to refer exclusively to ancient or outdated practices. Option D. Relating to something that is primarily associated with anticipated future events. Correct answer, option B. The correct meaning of current is happening or existing at the present time. Example: the team reviewed all current data before submitting the final strategic recommendation. Question 18. What is the meaning of dangerous? Option A. Relating to something that is primarily associated with beneficial and protective effects. Option B. Having a tendency to promote health and security in most environments. Option C. Likely to cause harm or injury. Option D. Describing something that is entirely safe under all standard conditions. Correct answer, option C. The correct meaning of dangerous is likely to cause harm or injury. Example: the report confirmed that the chemical compound was extremely dangerous if mishandled. Question 19. What is the meaning of colonial? Option A. Relating to something that is mainly concerned with contemporary urban planning. Option B. Describing something that is primarily associated with post-independence governance. Option C. Having a tendency to reflect the priorities of newly formed democratic states. Option D. Relating to a colony or colonial period. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of colonial is relating to a colony or colonial period. Example: the museum displayed a significant collection of colonial-era artifacts and documents. Question 20. What is the meaning of lively? Option A. Describing something that is characterized by complete silence and inactivity. Option B. Relating to something that is primarily associated with very slow and subdued behavior. Option C. Having a tendency to produce a dull and unengaging atmosphere. Option D. Full of energy, life, or activity. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of lively is full of energy, life, or activity. Example: the conference opened with a lively panel discussion that captured the attention of all attendees. Question 21. What is the meaning of ugly? Option A. Describing something that is widely considered beautiful and pleasing. Option B. Having a tendency to produce a highly favorable visual impression. Option C. Unpleasant to look at or offensive. Option D. Relating to something that is primarily associated with elegance and refined appearance. Correct answer, option C. The correct meaning of ugly is unpleasant to look at or offensive. Example: the newly constructed building was widely criticized for its ugly and uninspiring design. Question 22. What is the meaning of suburban? Option A. Describing something that is primarily found in the dense center of a city. Option B. Having a tendency to be located in isolated rural and agricultural regions. Option C. Relating to a residential area outside a city. Option D. Relating to something that is mainly associated with remote wilderness areas. Correct answer, option C. The correct meaning of suburban is relating to a residential area outside a city. Example: the suburban communities surrounding the capital were affected by the new transport policy. Question 23. What is the meaning of massive? Option A. Exceptionally large in scale or amount. Option B. Describing something that is extremely small and barely noticeable. Option C. Relating to something that is primarily characterized by its minimal size. Option D. Having a tendency to occupy a very limited and confined physical space. Correct answer, option A. The correct meaning of massive is exceptionally large in scale or amount. Example: the organization faced a massive financial challenge following the sudden collapse of its main market. Question 24. What is the meaning of integrated? Option A. Having a tendency to consist of unrelated and independently operating elements. Option B. Relating to something that is primarily characterized by its deliberate separation. Option C. Describing something that is entirely fragmented and lacking coherent structure. Option D. Combining parts into a functional whole. Correct answer, option D. The correct meaning of integrated is combining parts into a functional whole. Example: the new platform offered an integrated solution that connected all departments in real time. Question 25. What is the meaning of common? Option A, occurring frequently or shared by many. Option B, describing something that is encountered only in exceptional circumstances. Option C, having a tendency to appear only in highly specific and unusual situations. Option D, relating to something that is primarily associated with rare and exclusive access. Correct answer, Option A. The correct meaning of common is occurring frequently or shared by many. Example: a common misunderstanding about the policy led to widespread confusion among the staff. This is the end of Part 21. Great job today. See you in the next quiz.